Okay, here we are. A bit late, I know. I didn't mean for this to be late. It was just got caught up with some things. I made the decision to get back into dating and did that whole online dating profile thing. And my God, I don't I don't know. It's because I never really gotten into it before. But Jesus Christ, man! Like I barely even made it, and I had like 20 people already going like sending likes and stuff. I'm like, stop! It's overwhelming. And it did not stop at just a 20, by the way. I made this like around, let me see. I would say, because I went to a workout and stuff too. Oh yeah, and then I got this weird shit right here going on too. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. That's like almost like that. What the fuck? Whatever, I'll leave it there. I don't know if that really means anything. What? Please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends? But yeah, like, I made it like around, I want to say 5:30. These past, from 5:30 to let's say 9:30, I was being hit, bombarded with these damn likes and a few occasional messages. Yeah, the occasional messages too, so that way you can approve it, and then that way you guys can talk. But I don't know. I think I'm just annoyed that I have to work, and the reason I have to work is because. And the reason why, yeah, sorry, I had the fucking playback going on right here. Um, I have to work, and that I have to sift through them all. Was it all old people? No, there was actually quite a few handful of really youngins there. Like, we're looking at like from 18 to like 21. That's too young for me right now. Sorry. I'm 31. I need someone closer to my age. And then, of course, there were a couple people that were from different parts of the world, or even if they were in the U.S., it was still some states over. And I'm like, nah, sorry, I ain't doing this shit again. I'm not doing long distance anymore. Bye. I can't do it anymore. Well, not the long distance stuff. I mean, the long distance, yeah. Let them be friends. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. What the fuck? This is not what I was expecting. That's technically a 9. That's also a 9. Okay, I'm assuming the actual mean the thing here. Whatever. Oh, please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Yay. Which of the two made up words below is most appealing to you? A suboinkle, scrumtush. Scrumtush. I gravitate to this. So, yeah, that's my adventure in online dating so far. And I don't know, like, I guess sometimes looking through the profile, maybe I'm being a little too harsh on myself, but I'm like looking through it and they're like, oh, I want someone. No, actually, no, hold on. The weird thing I noticed is that a lot of them are like saying, like, oh, just be yourself, just be yourself, just be yourself. And I'm like, that doesn't tell me what else about you or anything like that, because I don't know. And it puts me off a little bit. And then on top of that, it's like, uh, I guess some things that they're looking for are like, oh, I'm looking for someone that's like this and this, and I'm just like, I don't know if I fit that criteria, really. It makes me second guess myself. Please don't adjust the slider. There. I'm a good listener. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes. Is the time that is right now the correct time? Yeah. What is time anyway? Yes. Yes, man. Yes, man. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Help. Oh. This is giving me Monica vibes so hard. I'm looking for someone who will take care of me financially and physically, nothing less. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, someone did actually wrote, my dream is to be a stay-at-home father and be financially well off. And I'm like, okay, that's not me, you know? And that he didn't like being in the city at all. And I live in a city. Well, I live next to the city anyway. I mean, sure, I'm in the hills, but I'm still relatively close to civilization. Help. Fine, yes. Will you come back to visit me? Yeah. This is weird. Alright, I know there's some endings I'm missing, so... Whenever it loads. This is some of that goofy stuff that I...
This is the...
Yep, the balloons are there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, wait a minute. I know what ending I haven't done. You're coming with me.
Stanley without the bucket really Stanley at all? No, surely not. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. And I will do it with the bucket. I will not be
Still no one
stopped.
was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the
Okay,
bucket
yeah,
walked
go into the
upstairs
boss's
to the
office.
boss's office.
Because the thing we can do is...
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing
I don't remember the
presence of
number.
bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light
Tell me the
pierce
damn
the
number
dark
already.
clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
The
The
ones
bucket.
you're missing are the
And
are at the
you.
end, mostly the ones with the
The
bucket.
two of them were inseparable.
Oh
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the
Oh my
boss's
god.
desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
There it was. 2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I like how when you do the up and down ending, you get like an awesome one if it's just you. But then if you bring the bucket with you, it's like it's not awesome. You're basically a loser because no one showed up. Country roads, take me home.
The
Yeah.
elevator plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, it's my bucket. It says property of Stanley.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large
Mind
door that
control
read,
facility.
Mind control facility.
Let there be light.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I fell off here once with the bucket, didn't I? And then this guy wasn't all happy about it.
monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
Oh no.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Did you get the disco ending in the elevator?
Bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly
Yes, the
burst
glitched
into
ending.
tears as
Disco
Stanley
ending?
cradled it gently,
I tried hanging around the
reassuring it
elevator,
that
but
everything would be fine.
the one in the boss's office, right? The one that just like doesn't really go anywhere.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Oh
What
no.
kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
My feeble mind.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he had no one except for the... But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way. The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Taking down the system, huh? Well, we ain't gonna do that. Because we know what happens if you try to take the bucket. You cannot leave with the bucket. So, if that's the case...
When at last they came to the source of...
Turn it on!
The bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror.
The bucket is a betrayer.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Oh no.
The bucket had betrayed him like this.
How dare you.
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust.
In disgust.
Then suddenly, an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
What screen? What?
Birds. Silly.
It even says silly birds.
The control buttons became active again.
Ooh, that looks like a swallow, and that looks like a hawk. I want to see a hawk. It's a parrot!
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling
Flamingos.
silly birds all over the world.
Oh my
the
god.
mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intention.
I love this ending. Oh, penguins!
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands. The one who
Oh my
had
God, they're
pointed
so
him
cute.
towards this incredible discovery.
Whoa, look at that
Stanley
one.
and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here
Hummingbirds.
in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Turn all the buttons.
All the possible paths
Don't enter
his
the
life
elevator
could
after the
have
last
taken,
one. Wait a minute for the
this
elevator
one
open.
was surely
Oh.
the best. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, I like this ending. No! Oh. Oh. Alright, that was cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright. Why can't you let me into the
Stanley
421?
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Alright, let's see. Turn all buttons. Don't enter the elevator. Wait a minute for the elevator to open. Are you talking about like at the bottom? Like at that mind control facility thing?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do this in the monitor room. Oh, okay, got it. Let's head for the monitor room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to
I didn't
his
need the
boss.
bucket, did I?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I got the feeling when... Oh, no, I've already seen this. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't
Okay.
healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age
No!
music.
You're slowing me down.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly
Thank
walked
Christ.
forward into the opened passageway.
Alright, down we go. Alright, we're here.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay. Okay. Here we are. So, let's see. Turn all buttons, but don't enter the elevator after the last one. Wait a minute for the elevator to open. Wait a minute for the doors to open. Okay, so that's at the end over there, right? I like how even though they knew about the glitch stuff, about like falling over, they still kept it here. Go to the next room and press all buttons. Oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Weren't some of them
Stanley,
fired?
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
Look, so that was all busted. Oh yeah, see, fired. Why is that one all weird?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been
That one
under
over there, you
someone's
see it?
control
It's like
all
all...
this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Oh,
own
it is all
life
messed
in
up.
someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
Did I enter the elevator
utterly
on the last button?
blind to the world?
Oh, there we are.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and
Oh,
commanded
do I push
from
it in
this
order?
very
1, 2, 3,
place.
4, 5.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
I found 3.
Stanley decided that this machinery
This is
would
5.
never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls
There's a big red
once
button.
and for all.
No, you weren't supposed to enter the... Oh. Oh, that elevator. Oh. Damn. One, two... 3 is right there. Where's 4? Oh wait, is this 4? No. Oh, I see a button up there. Alright, well at least we get an ending this way. Next time I'll do this again. Ba 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 ba. I like the bird ending.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
Yes.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
That's the
Stanley suddenly
self-destruct.
realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh
In the
no.
event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then?
Oh.
Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
Does that do it?
You are the star.
Wait.
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means.
I only had to
barely
press it
know where to
once, right? And then it
start.
counts.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
I don't care about my
A moment of
coworkers.
solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing
What the-
buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink
Oh,
into the
crap.
ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Oh
I
shit.
have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather
Console
amusing.
disabled. Oh,
Watching
man.
you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around
There's this one right
will
there.
be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Uh-oh.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds.
Fail safe.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? Look at
Did you bait me?
running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One
Oh
soul?
man, he did bait
Do you
me.
have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Uh-oh.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Wow, that's kind of sick.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left.
Oh, goodbye, Employee
30
47.
seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Oh, wow.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the
I won't
moment
look
you
at
fade
it.
in until the moment I say happily ever after.
We got the Exploder ending. Oh, man. Okay. This narrator is sick. He wanted to watch me struggle.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I almost took the bucket out of habit. Okay, it's fine.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, the door to my left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad.
Oh.
Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill
Thanks.
surprise.
Definitely making my job easier. Sadist narrator.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Okay,
Facility.
okay. This time we will not be done.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I think that's not the only one that's fired. Oh, it's that last one.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh no. Wait a minute, then return to the first button. It'd been funny if I could like, oh, there we go. Secrets all the way. Never give up on your dreams. You never go secret. Don't touch the secrets. Secrets Room 2014. Can't kill myself. Patience. Oh, wait, they're like floating out. High resolution secret texture. William hides the best secrets. There's no turning back. Once you go secret, disco secrets. Faithfully reported secrets 2022. Secrets mode engaged. Oh gosh. Well, I'm grooving with it. Oh gosh. Whoa, that was weird. Holy shit, they actually have like a whole freaking song for this. I think you got all the endings. The last one is on the main menu. Oh, really? We.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
Yeah, we had the
Welcome.
disco lights going
You
on.
see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content?
Yeah, that song is from an
more
artist.
content,
Oh,
more
cool.
content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem...
Alright, you said the other one was on the main menu, so... Content warnings. Deletes all data and resets the game? Whoa, don't tell me that's the last ending. It resets all settings to there. I guess you have to restart the game. It will appear as a sequel in the main menu. to delete all your in-game progress, reverting to a fresh install. Oh shit. Oh, what the hell? Like, turn the console off and on top to restart. Oh, that would like stop the stream. Yeah, don't think we can do that. Man, at least I took the freaking bucket with me everywhere though. That was awesome. You can't exit game through recording? No, the moment I like turn off a game, like it just yeah, like it just stops streaming altogether because it streams directly from the PS4, so yeah, it kind of sucks. But I am hoping to eventually start up some PC gaming stuff. I already asked a friend to show me like what his like what kind of program he uses when he does it. So hopefully we get to play some PC gaming where I won't be stopped by things like this. Unfortunately, I'm limited to, yes, PS4 stuff. Until I get this situated on my gaming laptop so that we can do that. Last thing, let's just save the bucket and live free. Oh shit. Where both of us can have a good ending? Look at this shit. Since I started the stream, I had nothing, and then right now I looked and I have, what, plus 10 alerts on the freaking dating app. Hold on. It's amazing that they added endings for every well, new alternate endings if you have the bucket with you. Too bad I can't bring the bucket back in.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
Ah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place.
Employee.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
It really makes you think you can escape through there.
Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I feel like I've done this already. Oh, right, no buckets beyond this.
Stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
Oh, yeah,
But
okay, now
if
it's coming
that's
back to me.
true, well, my goodness. I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Can I not? Oh, man. I didn't want to go in there. But wow, if we really got like basically a good chunk of the endings, is there even a is there even a point to continue streaming at this point?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
What if I just don't answer? I think this dude's actually waiting. Oh God.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual
We
bucket.
need bucket. Trigger the confusion ending, the one with the yellow line. Oh yeah.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I wonder what happens if you get like all these right.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
And it's that fucking tractor, right?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Fuck, I can't remember. Hold on. I'm gonna see if this actually does anything if I actually do get it all right. Alright, let's see. Let's see, no, it's not a bucket, it's not a bucket, yes, it's a bucket.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Good job.
Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
Okay, so I got it all now, right?
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Yes and no.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here, and I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both
Sounds
clearly
like
know
Dora
that
the
a
Explorer.
bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
Oh shit.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go. What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Everything was a
Every single
bucket.
thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my god, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
If I remember
And
correctly,
we'll
the confusion
know that
ending
it's
was
all a bucket. But
going
if you run
for
into anyone else,
incorrect,
maybe don't
correct,
mention that.
incorrect,
Who
correct.
knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out. Stanley clutched the bucket.
Well, I like that
tightly to his-
enthusiasm.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Alright, here we go. I'm pretty sure this took us to the adventure line with the bucket.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Okay.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
That's what the fans want.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh, man. Okay.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Oh, this is it. Let's see.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I'd rather not. Either way, I'm gonna be stuck. Oh God. Oh God. There's no way up. Why was I able to get on that? Or what if I stay away from it? It's malfunctioning, right? No one said I had to step through there. Oh. Did I just get an ending right now for this?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality
What was that
trait.
noise?
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay,
no.
The Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now. The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and... Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now.
That was weird. It kind of like was going,
friend. For the moment
and yet
in time that you were here, you were
like all the noise was going, like it went on its own, and then this it just went. That was weird. Oh, okay, we're back here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any other endings I'm missing, so I'm like looking it up. Oh, one of them is called an art ending, but you have to like sit there. Oh God, for like 2-3 hours. My God. Huh. Well, damn. I think we've pretty much seen everything, because that art ending one is going to be basically impossible to do. But let's see. On the third restart, the confusion ending follow what the narrators say.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, how did the confusion ending 3 times? Let's see. Let's see. Sub ending 1 of that confusion ending. When the elevator arrives in unknown territory, they're having no idea as to where he's. Oh wait, it's referring to like the restarts. Oh shit. Let's see. I don't know, like I'm seeing here it doesn't mention anything about leading it to another ending where you can bring the bucket with you. It's called Wooden Shed Room Ending. What the hell? So wait, should I take the bucket with me or just leave it be now? Let's see. Wooden shed ending. The wooden building. let's see. It's just called the wooden building, but I remember being in that wooden building before.
Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket. And indeed it was. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Okay, let's try this one more time, I guess.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this
I'm glad
bucket
the
you're carrying around
friggin'
everywhere.
broom closet's like a
bucket
friend.
isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Let me stay in here. Oh, it's the fern. Oh, that's a fence. Okay.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
This chair, why wouldn't it let me just end it? Come on. Well, damn.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more
Come
content
on.
exactly
Let
like
me
this.
get on their
But
chair.
if you want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Yeah. You probably already did it. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I feel like I did this before. I guess we can end right here. This is a good stopping point. Quit the menu. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, at least we saw some of the endings that we were still missing. It's just some of them, like at least for a console, I don't see it being possible. Especially that one with, you sit there for 2 hours clicking the damn buttons to keep the baby and a puppy alive. Oh, all right. Thanks for joining. I mean, I'm kind of glad that I saw this whole thing to completion, though. Seeing everything done. And I really liked this game. I really did. I had fun with this one. So, well, it lasted, it was great. It was entertaining. So, anyway, we'll stop here for now. I probably won't stream until maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the weekend anymore because I'm like busy with my FC on Final Fantasy, so personal obligation. Anyway, we'll stop there and have a good night.